Hey, good morning, guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm not riding today. It's just one of those days that I'm going to be doing a little bit of maintenance on my bike. On my CRF 250 right here behind me, I need to change the oil. It's been over 600 miles, so I need to change my very first oil filter, gasket, uh, visor, washer, and maybe I'll also do the chain clean and the lube and get it ready for my next ride. So stay tuned, guys, and I'll show you what I'm using to do my oil change, and also my oil change, and also for my chain clean. So just stay tuned here. All right, guys, so here, this is what I'm using. This is the parts that I ordered, the kit basically I ordered from Rocky Mountain, and this is the oil filter, visor, and this is the four-stroke motorcycle engine oil. Basically, the beauty about on their website, if you put the model name and information about your vehicle, they will let you know with what OEM kit you need to perform. What I did so far is I took my plastic cover off, and also took off my skid plate off. And the next thing I'm gonna do is this is the bolt right here that needs to come out, let the oil drain. But before I do that, what needs to happen, I'm gonna let the motorcycle warm up for about a few minutes. So that's the recommendation before the oil change. So I'm just gonna let this thing run for about a few minutes and let it warm up so oil can. There we go. Alright, guys, so bike is I let the bike run for about a couple of minutes. What I'm going to do now is remove the oil cap here, but before I do that, I'm going to clean this up with the Kleenex, just to make sure all the dirts and all that can be washing out. So yeah, I just want to make sure I clean this out really good and take all the debris and degrease out and make it clean before I open the oil cap. Always want to do that before. There we go. So this is good. It's clean. Now I can take the oil cap out. Okay, so I remove the oil cap, and now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna remove this bolt right here and let the engine drain completely. So I'm gonna do that now, and I think it's the bolt I need is a 12 mm. I think that's what I need to remove. So I'm not gonna show you how. You probably all know how to remove the bolt. So I'm gonna remove the bolt and let the oil completely drain. Alright, guys, so looks like the oil drain is done. So what I'm gonna do now is remove these 4 bolts. This is where the oil filter is, so I'm gonna remove those and take the oil filter out, replace the oil filter, gasket, and put it back in and clean this oil cover. But before you do that, when you remove, make sure you move to the oil pan underneath to the oil cover, because the remaining oil, it may come out of here, and just put the small pan right there, so that way you don't mess up the floor. So let's do that. We're gonna replace the oil filter now. Alright, guys, so I removed the oil cap, and here is the oil filter, and here is the gasket. So make sure you take the oil filter out and the gasket out, and then replace with the new one. Make sure it has to go in the same direction the way the oil filter is. So and I will show you as soon as I take it out. So all you do is just pull this thing out and pull the gasket out. So There you go. So this is the old one. I'm gonna put it right here, and here is the gasket. Gasket is not coming out. For some reason it's kind of stick. There we go. And here is the gasket. I'm gonna put that on the side. Now what you want to do, since you have this open, you can clean all this out. Make sure do not let any of the cleaning chemical go inside this hole. You don't wanna do that. So just clean the outside around this round surface only. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean this out. Since I'm using only my one phone with one hand, so I'm not gonna record. It's pretty straightforward how you clean the surface around the inside the oil filter cap. And you also want to make sure you clean the oil filter cap inside and make it nice and clean. So I'm gonna do that. So guys, the oil filter surface area looks clean, and the cap inside itself looks clean, and I wiped out the spring, and it also looks clean. So that's what you want to do, is make sure you clean this out. Alright guys, so this is the oil filter for CRF 250. So you want to make sure you placing the inside with the black rubber visor. It should be directing inside, and it just basically just goes straight in. So make sure you do that. Okay, it looks like it's in. Yep. Now I'll put the gasket on here. Alright, so the oil filter is in, which is right here. Gasket is in, and now I'm gonna put this oil cover back on and tighten it up, and make sure you have a spring inside as well, because it's gonna hold this oil filter. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put my phone on the side. Okay, so the gasket is new oil filter is in, gasket is in, and I put the oil cover back on. I ran into a few difficulties, so instead putting the gasket on, I kind of put it onto the oil case and then kind of put it back on. So now, and I tied all the 4 bolts. Now what I'm gonna do is basically go on here and clean this area out a little bit here, not with the chemical or anything, just with the dry cloth. Put the bolt. Now the thing is that if you're not replacing this bolt, make sure you replace the visor. And I ordered the new visor, so I'm gonna put the new visor, but I'm going to clean this bolt really good and then put it back in. So that's the next step I'm gonna do, guys. So let me do that. Alright guys, so the bolt is clean, and I got the new visor. I'm not using the old one. So now I'm gonna go ahead and put that on, put this guy, lock it up right in here, so which is right here. So I'm gonna just put it there. Clean this all just to make sure. Okay. Okay, it's in. Now I'm gonna tighten this up. Tighten this up a little bit just to make sure. I think this is probably about, I think it's a 10 or 12 pound torque, so I'm gonna do that. Alright guys, so the bolt is on, new gasket, new oil filter is on, and now it's time to put the engine oil on here. We need about 1.6 quarts, so I think this is a 1 quart, and I have another one which is right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So I got my oil cap to prevent any leak. Alright, so it looks like I got 1.6 quarts in, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the oil cap back on. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna check is make sure the engine level looks good, and especially it should be in between these two line, somewhere right here. So the lever should read somewhere between right here, between these two lines. I'm sure you are seeing there's a line here and there's a line here, and the oil level should be right here in between somewhere. So I'm gonna check that out first. So let's see if I can. Yep, it looks there. Looks good on that end. You see how clean it looks. So what I'm gonna do now is let the bike run for about 3 to 5 minutes and check the level. And all you have to do is adjust the level according to if you need to add more, if you need to remove. Doesn't look like I will have to remove, but let's see. I'm gonna turn it on and see how it does. Alright, so it's been about 5 minutes, so I'm going to turn the bike off, turn the engine brake light, the switch off. Now what you want to do, look to see if you have any leaks or anything coming in from either oil filter or from the engine bolt cap. It looks like I don't see any leak, I don't see any dripping, so it looks like looks good to me, guys. Let's check the label. I just want to make sure the label still shows somewhere right here in between. So let me bring the bike. Okay. Looks like label is in right there where it should be, right in center where this blue line is, as you can see right here. So the label is looking good, I think. Yeah, I think it looks good. It should be right there in between. So looks like it's good, guys. So that was it. All I wanted to show you all, my first 600 miles oil change, the filter change, and the gasket, and I just wanted to also do a chain maintenance, which I'll just do. Basically, you all know how to clean the chain. It's a pretty simple process, but I wanted to show you if you have Honda CRF Rally or any bike, it's not hard or it's not difficult to change the oil. It's very straightforward, simple process. There are a lot of YouTube videos out there, and I thought just to make one for myself and just share with you all. So I hope you like this video. If you happen to be very first time on my channel, subscribe, like, comment, share. There are more videos to come, like how to small maintenance stuff. Also, there is a lot of adventure rides coming in too. So this is my CRF 250 Rally, guys, and I'm gonna go for a test ride, make sure everything still works good. And here, this was my helper right here, buddy. Here you go. Yeah, he was making sure I was following all the right instructions. So any rate, guys, that's all I wanted to show you. I hope you like it and enjoy, and you all have a very blessed day, and talk to you all soon.